Channel Partners Zone was the hot ticket at the fall 2011 Channel Partners Conference and Expo in Chicago. Channel partners and suppliers kicked back in the zone for an hour of cocktails and uncensored, unscripted conversation about channel news and views. Your host for the evening was Channel Partners Editor-in-Chief Callie Too School for Cool Henderson, who brought along a few of her more outspoken colleagues. Peter Rad Radziszewski, president of Rad Info, Larry Angry Bird Walsh, president and CEO of the 2112 Group, John Sans Gouda Seifert, CEO of Virgo Publishing, and Dave the Big Cheese Gilbert, CEO of Simple Signal. Is the transactional model dead?
The transactional model isn't dead. It's just not very healthy right now. And so we have to change the way we're doing business. We have to think about the way that we're delivering and how we're adding value.
But we save customers time by doing 8 quotes at a time.
Yeah.
So the challenge of the whole issue with the channel partner is just leaning into that and knowing what they're doing. Because really the problem is, it's not that the transactional model is good or bad, it's just that they're not putting enough in it. And so to me, it's all changing. So I think that the biggest thing we need to do is help channel partners understand what it is that they're selling and all the different pieces that they can bolt on to get that ARPU up so that their commissions rise. And with that comes a whole lot more sticky customer. And I think that's really the challenge.
I don't think you're going to change a transactional agent.
All right. I
think they're stuck in a rut and they're going to do what they've done for the last 10 years. And you're going to have to go after the guys that understand that being a trusted advisor is actually a little more than, can I have your bill? I'll do 8 quotes and I'll replace your service.
Right.
And that's going to be about maybe 20%. So chase after the 20 and the other 80 you'll either follow later or die off.
I actually believe in the evolution model to this thing, you know?
There is evolution. I mean, the transactional business just isn't going to go away because there's other models evolving. But it's going to be harder to do a transactional business. That's really what the issue is. How much effort do you have to get in to get a return out of it?
Well, I think otherwise you end up in a price discussion. You know, it's just how low is this thing going to really go? Who can do this cheaper? But instead of being stuck in that price discussion, we can talk about technology and how that technology changes that business.
Scale it up.
Scale it up. Yeah.
Like if you're in a price discussion, I don't, if I'm advising people on, who they're selling to, and you get into a price discussion, walk away. Just walk away.
Unless you can't walk away from revenue.
That's right.
No. You have to. There is a difference between good and bad revenue, and there is absolutely bad revenue out there.
No, salespeople are not going to walk away from any opportunity to make money, even if it's $12 a month off of the sale.
But listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Salespeople don't have enough sense.
I'll actually take $12 a month once in a while to tell you the truth. I mean, but the reality is, I think you're right. A salesperson's not going to walk away from any deal. The trick is, how do you make sure you can architect a deal that behooves the customer that you're working with, while at the same time you have the viability behind you to actually execute on what you're dealing with.
Yeah, but you can't do that in an RFP model.
No.
Enterprise giving you an RFP, government giving you an RFP, that's a quote machine deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like be a trusted advisor. That's, how do I fill these qualifications? Let me see, what are my 3 carriers I can bring to them?
So we get to choose what kind of business we want to be in. Do you want to be in that really cheap stuff where you're just looking for the lowest price, or are you really trying to do good for the customer? And I think that low price model is evil. I don't think it's good for anybody, even the customer, when you get right down to it. So what we need to do is create better solutions that really come from a trusted advisor, somebody who is an expert at being able to craft these things together. And unfortunately, I think that most of these guys who've been selling this for a long time are just built around do a deal instead of think about what's best for the customer.
But,
yesterday,
wait, one second.
Yeah, but we were in a session, and there are companies that they're just walking away from that RFP-based business where it's always just what's your bottom number. And so if you're at the top of the chain and you say we're not going to do that kind of business, then your salespeople won't do that.
So to me, there are 2 different kinds of models that you got to be careful you don't get into, because we suck less is not a great marketing strategy, and nor is we're really expensive.
It's better than we suck more.
Yeah, okay, but the other marketing strategy that doesn't work is we're really expensive, but we're really good. that also falls flat.
Yeah.
Look, but when we're sitting here, we're talking about the behavioral habits of salespeople. This is the ills of comp plans, because if you look at what line of business managers are compensated on, they're compensated on the profitability of the company.
Right.
The salespeople are compensated on the sale.
Top line.
Yeah, they're just compensated on top line. So you have to really look at this as realigning comp plans if you want to change behaviors and also change what the outcomes for the business is going to be.